So as we were kind of joking around with the bartender there, like the Survivor was really put into a tizzy last week with that Lions loss on Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
And then Monday night, the fight Josh Dobbs turned into the pumpkin on Monday night, right? You turn into the pumpkin.
You
right?
turn into the pumpkin, yes.
Okay,
I think so.
I want to make sure I got my animated classics right.
I think you go from pumpkin to something good and back to pumpkin.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, that was So the analogy did work.
Yes.
I did get it right. So yeah, I know that Circuit Survivor contest is down to I think 70 something people now. It's I think it's somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But this is a hard week because I know I've been talking to a lot of people and you hear a lot of conversation out there like save Jacksonville for the final week. Like
who they had the final week?
The Panthers.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, there's no guarantee that game is going to mean anything for the Jags in terms of seeding.
Yes.
So like they may not need the game, and while the Panthers are so bad, then they're just going to be in full tank. Well, not going to. And the thing is, it doesn't even matter because they don't have their pick. So like, if I have Jacksonville available, I'm using them this week. I like the Bengals plus the points.
Yes.
But I don't think they're going to go there and win. So if you've got Jacksonville, I would just use them this week because the other options.
Well, can I give you two other ones maybe? Possibly.
You can give me a couple options. Yeah.
I mean, Tampa Bay over Carolina.
That's one of them, but
I'll get to my best bet in a few minutes, so we'll talk about this game. And Rams over Browns. Is that something you could take the Rams over the Browns?
You could do that. Those were not the two obvious ones that I thought people would. But see that's the type of game theory that I think I like here because I would not take the Chargers over the Patriots. You can't.
Oh
do
no,
that.
no, please
like
don't.
That,
please
and
don't
then the Steelers over the Cardinals. We talking about that. That's just going to be a sweat of all sweats.
Yes.
So I can see the Rams, and the other one that I think you could see, which is my best bet, is the Houston Texans -3.5 against the Denver Broncos. Like I just don't believe in this Denver team. I've been on them and against them a couple of weeks for mixed success, but there's just so much turnover luck involved in this 5-game winning streak. Denver is plus 13 in turnovers. Like you're not going to go +3 every single week in turnovers. Like the Texans have really. They were in that game last week. Could have won. That field goal comes up a doink off the crossbar. Yeah. Like it's a massive swing game for playoffs for both teams. If you look at the Texans, 2 with the Titans, Jets, Browns, Colts, the rest of the way. Like they win this game, they're gonna make the playoffs. So I like the Texans here at home, laying the 3.5 against Denver.
Before we get to my best bet, let's recap your 2 wagers. You have the Bengals plus 9.5, the Cardinals plus 5.5, and then your best bet here, Houston -3.5. So 3 NFL wagers for Bear in this podcast. My best bet is fading the Carolina Panthers. I'm thinking Tampa -5.5. Dead number, I get it. Interesting looking at where the wagers are at. A lot of people wager on the Panthers this weekend, at least so far the public is. Which again, there really is not historically a dead cat bounce when your coach gets fired. The numbers have shown that straight up against the spread. I think Carolina is just they're really freaking bad. And Frank Reich doesn't change the personnel they have. Tampa has not played well lately, but they have better players. And they play hard each week. Baker Mayfield continues to like try to move the ball down the field. It's ugly at times. But the Panthers, I think, are just a dead franchise right now. And they're dead inside. They're going to Tampa Bay. They're on the road. It's in a little warmer weather than they're used to right now. I just think Tampa Bay just steamrolls. They just steamroll the Panthers in this game. Not surprising. Tampa's still sort of playing for something. The Panthers are playing for nothing right now. They don't have their own draft pick. They don't have a head coach. They fired other coaches as well.
What a terrible situation.
I think they've covered one game. That was the game they won against the Texans. That's it this season. The games aren't even close. So I've been fading the Panthers each week. I faded them last week as well against the Tennessee Titans. They lost a game 17-10. A game Titans didn't even play that well in. What type of price could we get on next Carolina Panthers head coach Jeff Schwartz? 0. There's not enough money for that. I make too much money doing this. I can't give up.
It's a lot more fun. I don't know about the financial reward.
I can't give this up. Well, you're not making as much as an NFL coach doing this?
No,
you got to talk to someone, buddy.
Imagine that.
You got to talk to someone about that. No, 0 chance I coach. Unless they let me work like a 9 to 5. Like I show up at 9, I leave at 5. I could be the O-line coach.
Yeah, you can say it'd be like a special assistant to the offense.
I would totally, if someone wanted to hire me like to watch film all day on like offensive linemen, evaluate them, I'd totally be in on that.
That'd be great.
And I know there are some places that do, like Steve Hutchinson does that for the Seahawks. Like he's like an offensive line guy for them. He's like he evaluates college guys and NFL guys for them. He's like he's an official capacity with the Seahawks to do that. I'd love to do that.
It's a great deal.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
Bear Bets full episodes drop twice a week right here on the Bear Bets YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe to stay ahead of the odds, and let's celebrate all of our wins together.